Good luck, guys. Have fun today.
Yeah, good luck.
Det kommer inte till något, tror jag.
No, the server would have to restart for me to get in.
Ja.
Alright, good afternoon folks and welcome out to the Caribbean Sim Racing Organization.
Hey, step on, pit entrance is the first one or the second one?
Help you out there, help you out there.
It is the first one, Martin.
Why we can't use the second one?
I can't answer the question.
You use the second one, no? No, Lefty, let you use it. Alright folks, sorry about that, gotta restart this introduction. Guys, welcome out to the Caribbean Sim Racing Organization's 4th round of the Caribbean Single Make Championship. We're with the Nissan Primera cars and we are at Okayama International Circuit. Got a bunch of guys here on track right now with 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the free practice session here. We're currently looking at Afras Ali try to get a lap in. He's currently sitting in the top 5, which is pretty good from him, though he's 8/10 down from pole position. Not bad though to stay within 1 second of these cars. You know, these are very difficult cars here to carry around, especially a circuit like Okayama with all of the elevations and no camber turns. Here he goes for his fast lap. Guys, if this is the first time you're joining us, yes, there is a Caribbean Sim Racing League and you are looking at them. We hold races every Saturday and we have 4 different championships at the moment that are going on. We've got our Caribbean GT3 Championship, we've got our Single Make Championship, we've got our Special Class Championship, talk about that in a moment, and we've got our Caribbean Endurance Championship. Now the Special Class Championship will feature race cars that are in their own special class, like the GT 500 cars there in Japan.
See the second mark line?
The Formula cars that are well known and popularly known from around the world will feature in that as well. And currently we've got the V8 supercars there running in that series as well. So as we're currently looking at the V8 supercars. We're going to definitely change it at the end of this first season, which comes to an end in June. Well, actually next month is going to be our last round of events for the for our first season, and so that round is going to come to an end there. We've got Afras now heading back into the pits, maybe just trying out a setup here. And here we've got a beautiful shot of all the guys competing out here today. We've got Oswyne Wilson representing the British Virgin Islands, followed by Marlon Young representing Guyana and Team X-Play. Kurt Moss here representing Jamaica. Zafira Ramirez back with us after a long hiatus here representing Cuba. Afras Ali representing the United States of America, racing under the banner of Team Cams. Klaus Klint, our only person without Caribbean heritage here, representing Denmark in a black liveried Nissan Primera down there between the blue and the white down the back. Then we've got Martin Webster here, another member of Team X-Play, and that is right, team member of Marlon Young in 7th position right about now, followed by Rahul Nasseir there, who is currently leading the championship, by the way, sitting in 8th position, followed by Lanjay Boswell, another Jamaican here. Sorry, Martin Webster is obviously Guyanese, and Rahul Nasseir is representing Canada, along with his dad, Danny Nasseir. So we've got a bunch of, but they've all got Caribbean heritage, I have to add, if in case you're wondering why are they in the Caribbean League. It's actually done in the actual league as well, the Caribbean Championship, CMRC, Caribbean Motor Racing Championship. We've got Americans that are from the Caribbean some way or form, most likely from lineage, and they come back to the Caribbean to represent. Just log back in. And so we've got Lanjay Boswell, and there is Danny Nasseir that I was talking about. Lanjay Boswell is the second Jamaican here representing.
Okay,
right, so we're about to head into official qualifying here. I'll just set my set up at the end of the pit lane here to see who will go with first. Alright, this is the first time you're joining us. Welcome out. You can chat with us there in the chat. I do check it intermittently. And go ahead, do us a favor and share this stream with your friends and family if you think they'll be interested in it. We do have a few more guys involved in this championship, but they're not online just yet. You know, people are still in transit and probably still at work too, trying to get to our race meets here that are held 6 o'clock every weekend, -4 GMT. In case you're wondering and would like to join us, just shoot us a message. Even down here, as we go into official qualifying, it's Marlon Young and Martin Webster that gets going out there first, followed by Klaus Clint and Oswyne Wilson. Let me see if anyone else will go. Doesn't seem so. So we'll head up now to Marlon Young as he completes his outlap here. I just want to ride on board with him so that you guys can have a look at Okayama International Circuit. We're already well into Sector 1 here. And this is our long back straight where we anticipate a lot of passing maneuvers here. Here we have a new member coming in, Christian Rajnauth, joining the fight here, logging into the server now as we see Martin Webster eager to get by here in front of his teammate Marlon Young. Marlon Young, that is. And he's gonna have to back off Marlon Young. He doesn't want to get upset by that car in front of him. Oh, you can see the aerodynamics already affecting him here. These cars actually do not have a lot of aerodynamics to go by as well. So they've got to be very careful on the follow through turns. But it's Martin Webster who's actually going to begin his fast lap, and we're going to have a look at him as he goes on his official flyer here. Right, so here comes turn 1, which they officially named first corner. Want to get back to this right-hander here to open up Williams on the entry so that you can have a great exit, and it seems as though he does get a good exit there. Martin Webster heads through Moss S, brakes at the 100-meter border a little bit after into Otwood Curve. Oh, he's running that quite well wide there to try and get the acceleration down early down into this rear straight here. 100-meter board a little bit before he's braking into the hairpin. Goes quite early into the hairpin, does he? Through revolver now. He's going to be careful not to take too much of that curb on the outside. Don't want to get dragged into the gravel trap. Does well through there as well. He's attacking the entry of all of these turns here to try and maximize his entry speed, it seems. As he goes through hops now, you can see Marlon Young there in the rear view. What will Martin Webster cross the line with here? Heads into the last corner as it's rightfully named. Gets a good clean exit out of there as well. Comes across the line with a 137.201. Marlon Young comes across the line with a 155.199. And it seems as though... Oh, it's Christian Rajnauth now in the servo. Nicely liveried car, I must add, as he gets going here. Let's have a look at the tires and see who is running. We can take a look at the live timing to give us that information here. And there you can see it right at the best lap column. You'll see whether it's a soft, medium, or hard tire compound. The first two persons across the line in the lead is Oswyne Wilson and Kurt Moss there. 134.833 from Oswyne Wilson. He's on the soft tire compound. And he's followed closely by Kurt Moss there, some 3/10 away. 3+ tenths away there on the soft tire as well with a 135.203. And you've got that rest of information available to you there. get back in here now. As Christian Rajnauth completes his outlap, we're going to stick with him here as he goes for a timed lap. Oh, he makes a mistake though, Christian Rajnauth. Oh, he actually has a lap there. It's 136.594, and he heads back to the pits with it. Kurt Moss, here you have him sitting in second position, the Jamaican. 3/10 down from pole position. Afras Ali comes across the line in third position to take that position away from Christian Rajnauth. He's some 5/10 down, ahead I should say, of Rajnauth. Moss comes across the line now to begin his fast lap. Oh, the back end slips out from under him just a bit. Oh, and yes, he's going to cancel that lap. He's lost too much time there. Afras Ali back on the charge here. He's actually coming around the back straightaway here on another fast lap. No, he's going to cancel that actually. We head to Martin Webster now, who did first register a time on this board, but is suffering right now at the moment to get any better. Christian Rajnauth is back out on track, and I'm sure he wants to get the business done there of taking back that time from Afras Ali. Oh, a little bit, that's what I was talking about there with that exit, and he's taking a bit too much there. Got Rahul Nasseir registering the time to put him in 6th place, ahead of Martin Webster. Danny Nasseir coming in 8th as well, and Lanche Boswell, the other Jamaican representative here, coming in 9th at the moment. We've got a total of 12 persons within the server right now, but they have not registered a time. Those that are not there just yet have not registered a time just yet. Martin Webster attacking Rahul Nasseir for that position. He's some 3/10 away, or around 4/10 off that spot. Where's Christian Rajnauth now? I want to switch to him. He's about to complete his outlap here. Let's stick with Christian. Christian actually coming off of a third position finish in the previous race of this championship. Gaining a lot of points there to put him up into the table, which we will speak about in just a moment. Marlon Young finally gets a time on the board to go third fastest there. But it's still early days yet, with 20 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Zafiro Ramirez goes third fastest with a 35.683. The Cuban putting in a lot of work. Oh, Christian Rajnauth goes wide, and Martin Webster goes 6th fastest there. So we're gonna look at Zafira right about now. The Cuban, as I was mentioning, has put in 180 laps at Okayama here throughout the week. And it's definitely paid off here, but he's still sitting some 8.5 tenths away from pole position. Can he do it? Some 4 tenths away, or 5 tenths away, half a second away from second. Not bad after that hiatus for him to come back. Shows the amount of talent this Cuban has. Does not have a specific livery on his car because of missing a lot of racings out here. But he just showed you that doesn't matter. No, it does not. Liveries don't win races here, do they? Comes through Hobbs now. Mike Knight corner, that is correct. Into the last corner he goes. Oh, it's close. Can he get a note? He's just off by 7.5 tenths there. But goes faster initially. Rahul Nasseir though climbs up the ladder into 4th position. And he's going to take that car back into the pits here. We've got 11 drivers now registering a time. This is Lanjay Boswell ahead of him. Oh, he makes a mistake there, and he's gonna wanna. He's not gonna get a good start in the first sector here, but maybe he can make up for it in the 2nd and 3rd sector. We'll have to check back with him and see. Danny Nasseir though, having a little bit of trust issues there with his rear end apparently. Ooh, Christian Rajnauth goes 5th fastest there, taking that position away from Marlon Young. Afris Ali being pushed further down the line here. Not a good look for him. Klaus Klint, the Dane, doing quite well here in 9th position in his custom liveried machine. Webster being pushed down the order and is currently sitting in 8th, right above Klaus Klint. He did mention earlier in the starting of the race, well not the starting, but we were well into free practice. He did mention that he's probably not going to do well out here today. Klaus Klint goes real deep into that corner there, losing a lot of time. So I don't expect him to come up against Martin Webster, who's sitting some 6 tenths away. He comes across the line now, Klaus Klint. And no, he cannot improve there. Looking at Martin Webster now. Goes into Redmond's corner. Ooh, nice and tight there from Martin Webster to capture that apex. Same here as well. Looking very, very swift here, Martin Webster. Ooh, that backhand slips out and he misses the apex there. And he managed to improve though. Does not. Still sitting 2 tenths away from Afras Ali here, who's now around the hairpin. Afra's not that far away from Marlon Young though, just around 2/10. Just watch for when Afra's Ali completes his lap here to see if he can improve on it. It is a valid lap so far. We're now over the halfway mark in qualifying. 1:34.833 is the fastest time within the session. He goes 1:35.976. Does not improve there on his time to Marlon Young. Marlon Young sitting some 5/100ths of a second away from Christian Rajnauth there, who's in the top 5 in 5th position. Rahul Nasseir behind Marlon Young, making a mistake there. He's going to have to cancel that lap, of course. We heard him going into the gravel trap. Marlon Young looking to take back this 5th position from Christian Rajnauth. Making a mistake there, Marlon Young, and runs it quite wide. Taking a lot of that curb as well. That's going to shave off some time from him. He's down by 6/10. Not looking good here on this lap, Marlon Young. That is 6/10 off the fastest time though. So he is going to improve here if he can manage to complete the lap. Oh yes, he does. He goes 3rd fastest with a 1:35.504. That was a blistering lap. The rear wheel there sticks up in the air, no traction whatsoever. What a suspension geometry going on there for Marlon Young. It's definitely working in his favor. Christian Rajnauth is now sitting in 6th position. Rahul Nasseir as well as Zafira Ramirez all a place down as Christian Rajnauth exits the pits now. You get a great look at this livery here that he's done. As he heads out back, where is Rahul Nasseir? He comes across the line now. I think he's about to begin his lap. Yes, he is. Zafira Ramirez is back in the pits as well as Marlon Young. Let's take a look at Rahul Nasseir and see if he can improve on his time. In the meanwhile, take a look at this. These are our standings so far for the championship. We've got your driver that you're looking at right now leading the top here. 55 points to his name. Followed by Jamaican Jevon Gunnings, who hasn't been able to race with us. He's been on the road trucking there in the United States. Unfortunately, he's missed a lot of these races, but was showing very good contention here at the beginning, sitting in 2nd place with 43 points. He's followed by Kurt Moss, another Jamaican, with 38 points, as Rahul Nasseir is facing not the right direction. Let's look at Ramirez now. He's on his outlap. Kurt Moss does go faster there to go under 3/10 to Oswyne Wilson. He heads back into the pits. Right, so that is your timetable so far. Kurt Moss, then Oswyne Wilson there with 33 points. And Oswyne is looking quite strong out here today. He's already leading the timesheets there to gain some time to Rahul Nasseir. And Christian Rajnauth rounds it off the top 5 with 30 points. He's actually tied with Martin Webster though, who is in 6th. Azad Hassan, we got you there in the comments saying he's 5 minutes away from home. Hopefully he can get here and comfy, as he did manage to put down some laps throughout the week. We've got him with a 1:37.225 as his fastest time. Let's head back in now. Hello Rojan, Reed, welcome. And in order for you to register, you need to send us a message on Facebook. It's Caribbean Sim Racing Organization there on Facebook. Just send us a message and we'll get you through the basics. All right, can Zafiro claim that third position away and lead the second row here in front of Marlon Young? Cuban looking quite tidy there through the hairpin. Into Revolver now he goes. Nicely done there, not a lot of curb to lose a lot of time. Says he's down some 3/10, some 6/10 actually. So he is doing better. He's up on his time here. They should put him in second position. Sorry, no, it's not going to put him in second position, but it should put him ahead of Marlon Young. Nicely done on the exit there of last corner for Zafiro. Comes across the line. Now does he lose time there? It says yes he did. He's now down 8/10 as against his 6/10. So he did lose 2/10 there within that last sector. I want to stick with Zafiro here. Ride on his hood. Locks up into the hairpin. This can either be good or bad. What does it say? As Lange Boswell gives him the room he needs, he heads into Piper here, Zafiro. Oh, he's down 5/10 from the fastest time. He's losing time in this final sector though. Can he gain it? Seems quite slow through Hobbs. A lot of gall needed there to go through Mike Knight. And last corner is quite tempting. Runs it wide there to gain a lot of speed. Where does this put him? It looks like he's going to get it. Oh, he does not. He keeps running 2/10 slower through that final sector. He's got to find it. He's got to find it, Zafiro. He wants to get by Marlon Young. He's got to search deep and hard. Rahul Nasseir though, your points leader, now on an outlap it says, sitting some 8-9 away from the pole position of this race. Comes around last corner now. That seems quite tight there from Rahul Nasseir. But it is his outlap, so he's now going to begin a fast lap here. Let's ride on board with him. Seems like he's going to cancel this lap here, Rahul Nasseir. Christian Rajnauth though, some 24 hundredths of a second from 24 thousandths of a second away from Rahul Nasseir. Well, it's not 24 thousandths of a second. It's going to be 24 hundredths of a second, isn't it? Sitting away from Rahul Nasseir. So definitely something to look for here. Zafiro Ramirez does take that car back in the pits. And ladies and gentlemen, we are in crunch time. If it's the first time you're joining us, that is below 5 minutes remaining in the session, as we're now seeing 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Christian Rajnauth has got that time to take 5th position away from Rahul Nasseir. It seems like he takes too much of that curb and is going to be tossed out before entry to Moss S. So that's his. He's got some time left though, Christian Rajnauth, to get back out there, as we see Klaus Klint heading out in front of him. Oswyne Wilson though, not a lot being said about him, but he's leading the charts right now with a 134.833. Kurt Moss, the Jamaican, right behind him with 1/10 in his hand as a deficit to Oswyne Wilson here. Oswyne trying his luck now at going faster, or should I say going to go faster. As we know, he always keeps a little surprise left in his back pocket here. Martin Webster though with a blistering lap to go 4th fastest, kicks Zafiro Ramirez down a spot, and now he's reunited with his teammate there, Marlon Young, who's sitting in 3rd position, and not that far away either. Some 1/100th of a second separating the two of them. I must add that the two of them are sitting right next to each other in Martin Webster's game shop here in Guyana. So the two of them are definitely running it as a full-on team, sharing setups and so on with each other. That's why you will see Martin, Oswyne running that a little bit too wide there, but it still is a valid lap here. Yeah, as I was saying about Marlon Young and Martin Webster, so they are buddies from a long time now. Have actually been looking forward to joining a local league here. And Caribbean Sim Racing Organization being the premier to do so. Seems as though Oswyne Wilson was just testing out a setup here. And he takes that car back into the pits now. 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes remain in the session. Kurt Moss is still on track here, and he's trailing, as we mentioned earlier, Oswyne Wilson by 139 thousandths of a second. Is that right? No, it's not right. 139 milliseconds away. That is what I meant to say. From Oswyne Wilson here. Where is he through this split? Oh, he's very, very close there. 5 thousandths of a second away from Oswyne Wilson. Can he put this final sector together through Hobbs? Here he comes around the last corner. Looks very smooth, but is it fast? Kurt Moss. Can he take this first position away from Oswyne Wilson? No, he does not. Loses a great amount of time there in that final sector. It seems as though they've not got an answer here for Oswyne Wilson. They come close, but they're yet so far. Kurt Moss does improve on his time, but cannot take that pole position away here. 15 seconds remain in the qualifying session. As long as you are on a lap right now, you'll be able to complete it. As long as you cross the line before the time is up, you are allowed to complete it. Can Marlon Young do better here? The flag is being waved and he cannot on that last and final turn. Sorry, sector there. What about Christian Rajnauth? He's on a flyer here. Not attacking the hairpin as we see other drivers doing, but he is quite smooth and tight through it. Downhill into Revolver he goes through the Piper section. Where is he? He's just 1/10 away from the fastest time. Is that correct? He is seemingly closer to claiming some positions here, Christian Rajnauth. He did get that third position out in the final and the last round here, where we were at Londrina. But it doesn't seem as though they've got an answer in this final sector. Does Christian Rajnauth though? Oh yes, he does! He goes third fastest with a 1:35.237. What a lap by Christian. Afrazali is going to cancel that lap, and that is going to be the end of qualifying. It's Oswyne Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, that takes home the qualifying trophy there. Well done, guys. Well done. Congratulations to Oswyne, Kurt, and Christian Rajnauth. What a final lap there, bro.
Thanks.
Alright, guys. Remember, no comms at 30 seconds remaining. Remember your regulations. You use the first entry to the pit and not the second one. The second one can give you a cut track penalty depending on how fast you go through it. Thank you for coming out. Good luck and have fun. And yes, if you guys are wondering,
Yo, Oswyne, good TQ here, sir. They got me by 400ths of a second, son.
And we've got the guys there
Yeah,
on
thanks.
comms for you to hear them as well.
Oh, we can tell you.
Can take a look at as we are in overtime here. Just a little walk down the pit lane. Can I get a zoom in, please? Oh, okay, there we go. I'm sorry, the camera was zoomed in way too much. Not a bad lap at all there from Christian Rajnauth, but it's Oswyne Wilson at the top of the timing charts here with a 1:34.833. It's going to need all the advantage you need to get into the first corner, and it seems as though he has got it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third round. Ooh, we're out here already. All right, we're ready to go here. Let me just line myself up. Get a good position here on start. Need to get into the first corner. We're gonna stick with Oswyne, but it's also gonna look at the beginning here. Alright, we're getting ready to go, guys. "50 seconds on the clock here. Who's going to get the whole shot into turn 1? Oswyne Wilson doing quite well to stay ahead of the rest of the field here. But can it pay off as we get going? $30 remaining. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 4th round of a Caribbean Single Make Championship Nissan Primera Cup. Welcome out, sit back, and enjoy the ride. We've got the lights now on the screen as they illuminate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lights are on and they are off. Great start here so far, it seems. Oswyne Wilson gets by, covers off that inside line. Well done by him. Into turn 1 they go. Looking quite smooth. We've got someone going off track already. Who was that? Not showing up on screen just yet. Kurt Moss, Christian Rajnauth there doing well. Rahul Nasseir has claimed the position here, as well as some others down the line. It's Alfred Alwin we see down back in 11th, and Marlon Young both having issues here. Oh no! They're going to try and get going again. They're both facing the wrong way. Back up into the battle though. Where are we at? It's Ramirez, who's very close behind Martin Webster here. And he's got to worry about John Green. John Green actually did not qualify here. But Oswyne Wilson not that comfortable just yet here in the front of the pack. Christian Rajnauth though quite close, and Rahul Nasseir darts out and gets up. Oh, it's Christian Rajnauth with an issue. What is going on with Christian? He's lost 2 positions there. Down now into 5th. And it seems as though he's losing more. CSRO is going to have to watch him because John Green is quite close behind him as well. Oswyne Wilson though with the whole shot, of course. Rahul Nasseir having to defend here from Martin Webster. Martin Webster deep on the brakes into turn 1. Ooh, Zafiro Ramirez getting attacked there by John Green. Klaus Clint moves up and he goes down. What has happened there with Klaus Clint? Lange takes a position away from Christian. Christian now down into 9th position. This is not good for the youngster who did well there to claim that 3rd position. This is a 25 lap race. They're on the 2nd one so far. Kurt Moss. Oh, it's Martin Webster who gets that pass done on Rahul Nasseir. It seems so. They're on the braking now. Deep into the hairpin he goes. Rahul's going to try to up and under. Into Revolver. Quite close there. Did they touch? It doesn't seem so. But Martin Webster not out of it just yet. Rahul is fighting back for that position. A lot of positions they're being chased down the line. Christian Rajnauth does make his way back into 7th. This is a very close race going on there in that 2nd pack. But we can't look away just yet. Can Rahul Nasseir make another move here? Or make that move? He's having a peek on the inside. Oswyne Wilson a 1.5 lead so far against Kurt Moss. Oh no, Christian Rajnauth with an issue. He's into the wall here. Mike Knight comes back out and is going to try to get going here. This battle is going on here for 3rd position. Rahul Nasseir. It shows that he's sliding through Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Martin Webster does retain that lead though against him. Having a look into outward curve. He does not get an opportunity here, Rahul Nasseir. Meanwhile, Zafiro is trying to attack as well. John Green just sitting back, biding his time there. On the inside and in. Oh, he's on the break-in. Goes into the back of Martin Webster. Does Zafiro Ramirez. Lets both John Green and Rahul Nasseir by. Not good there from Zafiro Ramirez. Seems as though he lost his break-in position. Or missed it, I should say. Marlon Young is out of this race here. Tough luck to see him go. Definitely a lot of issues off the line for him. That puts him out of it. Now Martin Webster's got a lot of work to do. John Green sees Rahul Nasseir in front of him. Not a bad position already for John Green. But I'll tell you something. These two have always seen, Oswyne Wilson goes fastest with a 1:35.661. These two have always seen each other on a track battling against one another. It's like deja vu every time. We ride now with John Green. Takes a peek on the inside, John Green. It seems as though he's been given that opportunity, and he has, as Rahul Nasseir overshot his braking position there. Fourth lap of this race, and so much has gone on. Kurt Moss claiming 2/10 to Oswyne Wilson here. But can Rahul Nasseir do anything to get back? Oh, it's John Green with a mistake. So Rahul Nasseir does close that gap. Martin Webster, oh, too much of the curb. Rahul Nasseir, and punted he is by Martin Webster, who just could not have done anything there. Back on the inside of him through Redmond he goes. Martin Webster up into fourth position again. Christian Rajnauth in the pit. Rahul Nasseir seemingly struggling. Oswyne Wilson with an issue, ladies and gentlemen. He's put all the way back into second, some 3 seconds away now from Kurt Moss. Kurt Moss doing his best lap of the race session there. And it seems as though he's struggling. What has happened here to Oswyne Wilson? He's now 4 seconds away from that first position. It seems as though he lost it. Marlon Young is back in the server, and he's going to probably try to get going here. But Oswyne Wilson is now being seen by John Green. John Green now opening a gap here between himself and Martin Webster. Meanwhile, Rahul trying to hold on while Zafiro is trying to take that position away from him. We're right now with Zafiro. This is how close he is. He does not want to get blinded once again. There he goes for the brakes quite earlier than before. And it seems as though Rahul Nasseir locks up, puts Zafiro in the inside, and they do collide, it seems. It seems as though Christian Rajnauth is either out of this race or he's got too much damage to get back on right away. Currently trying to get it fixed, I assume. On the inside again, Zafiro having a look. Rahul Nasseir is struggling way too much here. Oh, that is not going to be good there. He's given a contract warning, Zafiro. Zafiro, you're going to have to give back that position. That is an illegal pass. He does pull aside to give Rahul back that position. That is not a legal complete pass there from Zafiro. But here he has an opportunity once again as Rahul outbrakes himself. Yes. Here he has an opportunity once again as Rahul outbrakes himself, and they get back going again. Rahul is going to have to go once more on the attack. Meanwhile, we've got some time between each of the guys, them in front and behind them. This is the closest fight that you've got right now on your screen, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not sure what has happened here with our championship points leader, but he's struggling here at the Okayama International Circuit. He didn't even look tough in qualifying. He didn't look strong in qualifying here to take the fight to them. And now he's sitting in 6th position here. Not a good look. Not a good look at all for points. Kurt Moss, though, comfortable at the front now with 6 seconds in his hand to Oswyne Wilson. Oswyne now coming around the last corner here. He does have some damage there to his rear bumper, which gives you an indication that he did go somewhere into somehow. As John Green does his best time of the session, and it seems as though that's his play style, ladies and gentlemen. He's not losing it at all there, John Green. He loves driving a car with a loose rear end, if you're wondering. Martin Webster, though, losing his teammate at the start of this race, has got a bit of damage to his front and rear bumper as well, but currently sitting nice there in 4th position. Working probably to gain some time to John Green. He's sitting some 2.3, 2.4 seconds to him. Zafiro now comfortable and trying to close that gap to Martin Webster, increasing that lead to Rahul Nasseir. And here we have your championship points leader, Rahul Nasseir, losing so much there at the start of this race after gaining some positions on the start of the race. He actually did a wonderful start. We saw him pulling out to the center of the track because the car in front of him was just that slow. But clearly he's not in position here to hold top 5, it seems. Klaus Klint, the Dane, doing very well here in 7th position. Christian Rajnauth does rejoin the race here with 3 laps down from the leaders. Oh, we see him going off track there, though, Christian Rajnauth again. I'm not sure. He might be losing probably controls or something for him to be going off track that often. Klaus Klint has got Danny Nasseir to worry about, though. Danny not that far away here. Father of Rahul Nasseir, who's in 6th position at the moment. Oh, Klaus Klint goes off track. So Danny is going to gain some time here to him. Sitting some 2.4, 2.5 seconds away from Klaus Klint. For the team standings, he's going to want to take that position away. Afraz Ali, after doing so well in qualifying, or at least looking so strongly in the start of qualifying, could not muster it up there at the end. Instead, even saw a bit of issue at the start of this race with Marlon Young. Is in a lonely 9th position at the moment. More lonelier though. Oh, what just happened there? Zafiro Ramirez. It seems as though he was close enough to attack John Green. Martin Webster and Rahul Nasseir goes into the pits there. That's a strategic move. Zafiro goes up into 4th position. What has happened there? Rahul Nasseir goes so far ahead of Martin Webster. Martin Webster slowed down way too much there on the entry to pit lane. And they're going to stop there for their strategic pit stops. And it's Klaus Klint that comes across there into 4th position, as well as Danny Nasseir. Zafiro Ramirez now up into 4th position. Has got 10 seconds to John Green, though. That's not a good look, as John is now seeing Oswyne Wilson here much closer with a 1.2 second deficit to the BVI representative here. Afraz Ali goes into the pits as well. It seems as though this race is going to have a two-stop strategy. The first stint is about 11 laps, which is what they are approaching right now. Some might have some issues that are trying to do the undercut here. John Green closing that gap there to Oswyne Wilson as Rahul Nasseir. Zafiro Ramirez pits, ladies and gentlemen, from that fourth position here. He's going to come out right behind. It seems as though he's going to come out right behind Danny Nasseir and Klaus Klint, as Danny Nasseir takes a position away from Klaus Klint as Klaus goes into the pits. So Danny goes up into fourth position here. Rahul Nasseir and Martin Webster as well are going to come back now to Zafiro Ramirez, who's not hasn't gotten going as yet. Rahul comes across Klaus Klint. Now he's going to come across Zafiro Ramirez. Martin Webster does same, but it's Zafiro Ramirez that rejoins right behind them, ladies and gentlemen. Right behind them. Ooh, what has happened there at Martin Webster? Not a clear look to see what occurred there. I hope it's not an issue with Zafiro Ramirez exiting pit lane, but he did so as John Green finally dispatches Oswyne Wilson. No, Oswyne goes into the pit, as does Kurt Moss, ladies and gentlemen. So Oswyne trying to mimic what Kurt is doing here. On the end of the first stint, it is 11 laps here, and the two of them, who gets going first? Let's see, but John Green goes into the lead of this race. Danny Nasseir is now coming down the back straightaway. He goes into Mike Knight right about now. Oswyne does not get going just yet, neither does Kurt Moss. Rahul Nasseir now enters into Redmond. Zafiro does get past. Yes, he did. We did see when he did get past Martin Webster. Kurt Moss, ladies and gentlemen, exit the pits first. Oswyne Wilson, with a much longer pit stop, it seems, does get going. He will rejoin behind Danny Nasseir. There you see Rahul Nasseir now exiting the last corner. And after taking their pit stops, the undercut did not work for them. It did put them much closer, I would assume, to the top runners here, as Danny Nasseir still has to pit, as well as John Green. What tires are they running? Let's take a look now. We've got John Green on the mediums. Kurt Moss switches over to a medium. Danny Nasseir on the softs. Oswyne Wilson on the mediums. Rahul Nasseir goes for the softs here. He's trying to increase his potential here, as Zafiro is on the softs, as well as Martin Webster. Klaus Klint did pit, I should say, is on the softs, as well as Lance Boswell with the mediums, and then Afris Ali with the softs. Marlon Young not in this race here. Lange's in the pits. John Green does take that car into the pits, but it's Mike Knight corner seeing Kurt Moss here that is going to retake the position. Oh, Danny Nasseir almost missing pit entry there, but he does get in. Kurt Moss goes across John Green now, back into the lead of this race. Where is Oswyne Wilson? Did he manage to do the overcut? John Green not able to get out of pits yet. It seems as though Oswyne Wilson is going to get it done. Yes, he is. You can hear John Green now get going there with his engine revving up. He does get ahead of Rahul Nasseir, though, who does cross his father there in pit lane. Zafiro Ramirez will do same, and Martin Webster as well. Klaus Klint, can he get by Danny Nasseir here after taking that earlier pit stop ahead of him. It seems as though that he will be able to do so and reclaim that 7th position there to him. Heading back up the field though, John has got 7 seconds to Oswyne Wilson. Oswyne Wilson doing quite well here to keep the lead to John Green. And he's going to want to do so, but he's got 13 seconds between himself and Kurt Moss. Kurt being very strong here at Okayama today. Gonna reclaim some points there that he unfortunately lost in the starting rounds of this championship. Jamaican doing quite well today. Fun fact, Oswyne Wilson is Guyanese, but he's representing the British Virgin Islands as that is where he resides at the moment. And John Green here, famous photographer on the South American country Guyana, representing here. Rahul Nasseir right behind him, not that far away, seemingly closing the gap. He's at 3 seconds. We're going to take a look at the pace as well. Oh, he's so much faster than John Green in that previous lap. But even faster was Zafir Ramirez, some 3/10 actually, to Rahul Nasseir. So Zafiro is definitely looking to claim some position, some seconds here to the Canadian with Guyanese lineage. Might have been born in Canada, but his father does hail from Guyana, Danny Nasseir. So he's got that 3.2 seconds there to John Green, Rahul Nasseir. He's going quite deep into the hairpin here, probably to maximize his acceleration on exit, but he keeps messing up by taking too much curb, in my opinion, that is. As he goes through Piper now, John Green is probably going to try and make these tires last. So he might be a bit slower, but is going to try and keep that deficit to Rahul Nasseir. Rahul Nasseir seems like he has quite different lines here to everyone else. Oswyne Wilson with a 136.269. John Green will go across the line now with a 136.806. Rahul Nasseir with a 137.305, so he's losing time there. But Zafiro continues to close the gap here. He's now 1.5 seconds away from Rahul Nasseir, the Cuban, the only Cuban here to represent in the CSRO. And is closing the gap to 4th position. Ooh, too much there on the entry to Atwood. He's going to lose a lot of time there now to Rahul Nasseir and put him even closer to Martin Webster. So much better there on the brakes is Martin Webster through the hairpin. On entry to the hairpin. Zafira's got more problems now to worry about as Martin Webster is knocking at his door. So much stronger is Martin Webster here. But Zafiro does got that exit speed nailed down, as you can see him increase the lead there to Martin Webster. Ooh, what has occurred there? Let's take you back to that fight. Do apologize. Under a second now. Way under a second, I should say. To Zafira Ramirez as they are on the back straightaway. He's got to look for that weakness here, Martin Webster. It's not on the final sector, that's for sure, but he's got to stay close here to make sure he's in the slipstream of Zafiro's car. If you don't know what the slipstream is, as those cars are ahead of you, they cut a large amount of air out of the way, creating a vacuum behind the car. Oh, it's Rahul Nasseir goes into the pits once again. And even closer now is Martin Webster down the front straightaway. He's having a look on the inside, switches back over to the outside, attacks this first corner, as we know he does, and he brings that car up alongside Zafiro and dismisses him in an instant. Martin Webster is on a charge, ladies and gentlemen. He's up into fourth now. Can Zafiro fight back? We're now on board with Zafiro. It seems as though that was quite a short stint there from Rahul Nasseir though. On that soft tire compound. This is where he's losing time, Zafiro, through the hairpin. But he's trying to mimic Martin's lines now. It's kind of messing him up though. He's now sitting 1 second away from that fourth position. And he's taking way too much curb on exit. 1.2 seconds now. Although while these two are fighting, John Green is ahead. Way ahead there, and more mistakes coming in from the Cuban. He's losing positions here and he's losing time. He must be distracted or something. They can see John Green way down at the ending of that front straightaway. But according to Martin Webster's deficit there, it's some 8 seconds away. Lanjay Boswell has an issue, guys. He's in the final points position. He's ahead of Martin Webster here. And he's about to be lapped here. As you can see, his number plate is flashing blue. Oh, he gets in between Zafiro and Martin Webster. But it doesn't seem as though Zafiro is close enough. Rahul Nasseir with an issue with his dad. And Afraz Ali takes that position away from Danny Nasseir here in 7th. Or is Danny fighting for that position, I might add? What tire did Rahul regain this race with? He's back on the softs, it seems. Oh, sorry, no, he's on the mediums. Following closely behind those, Danny Nasseir. No, he did get that pass complete as I was looking away. I do apologize. Afraz Ali has been dismissed from 7th position, while Martin Webster goes into the pit lane, followed closely by Zafira Ramirez here for their strategic second pit stop. They're going to try the undercut here to John Green, at least John Green, I might add. Klaus Klint too enters the pit from 6th position. Where is Danny Nasseir? He comes around Redmond now. Afraz Ali is now being attacked by Rahul Nasseir, who's sitting in 9th position. Afrazali heads into the pits while Rahul still taking a lot of these curbs here, and it's upsetting his car way too much. Does Martin Webster get it going? No, Zafiro ahead of Martin Webster in pit lane. He jumps the guy in ease here. Rejoins the race here in 6th position. Afrazali crosses over Klaus Klint. Kurt Moss goes into the pits there for his 2nd strategic pit stop. Where's Oswyne Wilson? Coming around last corner now. He's going to take that 1st position away. Kurt Moss is on the medium, so it's not working out for him. Oswyne Wilson as well. John Green too. Danny Nasseir is on the soft still. John Green does cross. Rahul Nasseir shouting out to Zafiro to watch his aggression. Let's watch this fight now as Martin Webster has caught up to them. Rahul Nasseir does not look comfortable though in that car. He's sliding all around the place. And now Danny Nasseir. What is this? How did... Well, oh, and it's guys coming together. No, Afrazali being taken out there by Martin Webster. He didn't see him on the outside, and it seems as though he was trying to switch back. Martin Webster does get ahead of Rahul Nasseir though, as Rahul with an issue, it seems. Now Zafiro Ramirez is caught out of that fight and now in 7th position.
Let me by, please.
Hold him up, hold him up.
Thank you.
Close one, you almost got it.
Danny
Somebody
Nasseir
just take me
there.
out, you know.
Yeah, Zafiro were looking into it. It wasn't a bad pass. Danny Nasseir has been dispatched there by Martin Webster. You can hear Rahul Nasseir over the comms there to his dad, yelling him to hold Martin up, but it seems as though you can't hold him back. He's gone. And we've got John Green saying he's pitting now.
Your spin just made my entire rear end red. I cannot rotate the car. I don't know how such a light tap can make that happen.
All right, bro.
It's ridiculous.
And it seems as though Danny Nasseir goes into the pits. Yes, he does. You heard that complaint there from Rahul Nasseir. That particular incident is under review by the stewards. As this is quite controversial here. We've got Zafiro Ramirez, Danny Nasseir, Rahul Nasseir, and even Martin Webster there involved in such a huge altercation at last corner. It's going to have to be taken to the stewards. Oswyne Wilson, your race leader, pits as John Green comes around last corner. He's only done 1 pit stop so far, John Green. Regains the lead of this race. He's only been doing so though during pit stops from the leaders. Kurt Moss is going to claim that position over Oswyne Wilson. As we saw, Kurt Moss did pit before him. Yes, he does, but here comes Oswyne Wilson. He's not that far away. He's closer now. So he made the overtake work. As he gets going now, he's down 3 seconds almost to Kurt Moss, much closer than they started the race with. But can Kurt Moss increase his lead here? What tire sets are they on? Kurt's on the medium, Oswyn's on the medium, John's on the medium, Martin out there with the softs, Rahul, Nasseir on the mediums, Zafira on the softs. I'm gonna think that Zafira's probably done for the day, as we've got 4 laps remaining, guys. We're on the 21st lap of this race. It seems as though John Green is going to actually win this one. Because we don't expect him to pit. And we do know John to make those tires last. He's one to make tires last. So Kurt Moss here is sitting some 7 seconds, 8 seconds or so away from John Green, as he's got Danny Nasseir ahead of him. He's going to have to clear. Oh, seemingly trying to give him by. Yes, he does. Can he do same for Oswyne Wilson? I'm not holding up here. Hold him up here. He's now sitting between Kurt Moss and Oswyne Wilson, Danny Nasseir. Martin Webster doing well to hold on to that 4th position there.
If you give me on this straight, Danny.
Go ahead, Oswyne.
Yeah, thanks.
And there he is. He's asking for the bye there from the lapped car. And he's got his work cut out for him with some 3 laps remaining. Oswyne Wilson, if he wants to gain more points here than his 3rd position finish. I must add that Klaus Klint is doing well to stay within 7th position there, claiming lots of points for himself. He's actually teammate of Oswyne Wilson too, so that goes great with the team standings. Afras Ali doing well in 8th. Oswyne Wilson trying to close this gap here now. 141.4 from John Green. He's losing pace. 136 from Kurt Moss and a 135 from Oswyne Wilson. He's on the charge, Oswyne Wilson, for this 2nd position. Kurt Moss is not that far away either, as Oswyne Wilson slides that car through Williams. Is John Green purposely slowing down here for Kurt Moss to gain some traction? It seems as though he is, and he's letting Kurt Moss by John Green, as he's not in no contention for the championship. Does he do the same for Oswyne Wilson?
Go ahead.
Yes, he does. Not a bad thing to do there, John Green, as he's well out of contention for this championship. And let's 1 and 2 go by. We're right now with Oswyne Wilson. Oh, it seems as though Kurt Moss is just that far away from him. Snaking his way to the top of the charts in qualifying, ahead of Kurt Moss. Does he have what it takes, ladies and gentlemen, to close this 1.8 second gap to the Jamaican?
What just happened?
What the hell? Come on, man.
No, wait.
Hold on.
Man.
Why this?
All of us are disqualified. Everybody.
I say for not do the mandatory pit stop. What job?
That's ridiculous.
Alright, that is something we're definitely going to have to look into there.
Is this another postponed race?
It seems so. Just give me a second here. Let me see the servo. Alright, it seems as though we've got big issues here with the server once again. Are we still online though? Yes, we are. We did do the mandatory pit stop as well. So I'm not quite sure what is going on
Was the
here.
time to do the mandatory pit stop way too early, and therefore no one took it because of that?
I doubt so.
No, we all
It-
pitted within.
yeah, you all pitted
open,
within the time frame that is allotted and required. This is a weird one. This is a new one, actually. Alright, we're gonna have to postpone this one. Another one, I should say. I do apologize for that. I'm gonna have to find out from the server guys what is
2 laps to
wrong.
go.
Yeah, with definitely 2 laps to go.
Race gets stalled, man.
Actually, you can leave it just like that, you know.
You should. More than
Race gets stalled is more than 75%.
It's actually, yes, more than 75%
More than
of the
75.
race has been
Yeah,
completed.
it's
Thanks
just
a lot
2 more
for
laps
that.
to go, so.
With 2 more laps, I would have caught up to Martin. That's ridiculous. Honestly.
Alright, in these instances here, we will have to look at it at behind the scenes. Do apologize once again though there, guys. As an organization, we do feel hurt when these things occur. We do beg your patience. And to the viewers as well, did hear some bad language. Want to apologize on behalf of the crew. Do thank you guys though for coming out. Stick with us while we head into the post-race brief, fellas. And to the viewers, I'll now step away and close off the stream. Alright folks, I want to apologize here for that instance, I should say incident, that has occurred. These things do happen. They either happen through the server having an issue, they either happen for internet issue, and I think we can delete some of those things out of the picture and know that it isn't an internet issue. It could probably be a track fault, but we've actually run this track before, so I'm not quite sure if it's the track that's now giving us a problem. It hurts us when these things do occur. That was a lovely race there, and would have definitely loved to see the ending pull through. We do apologize for this, and we will get it going again though. It's not all over yet for this championship, and ladies and gentlemen, we want you to join us next weekend for the next one. It's going to be our special class championship, which will feature our V8 supercars. We're heading down there into the Gold Coast of Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been quite a pleasure here being your host, but unfortunately we're gonna have to bring this one to an end. This has been the 4th round of our Caribbean Sim Racing Championship, Sim Racing Organizations Championship, single make championship, I should say. Thanks a lot for joining us. Have a good rest of the weekend, and do remember to stay safe out there. Leave you guys with some music.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Let's keep